Mesopotamia is a historical region of West Asia, situated between the Tigris and Euphrates rivers. It is a land fertile for agriculture and innovation. This region, often referred to as the land between the rivers, was a beacon of early human advancement. This land between the rivers earned the title Cradle of Civilization for its pivotal role in human history. It was here that humanity took some of its first steps towards organized society. It was here in the 4th millennium BC that the world witnessed the rise of the first cities, the invention of writing, and the establishment of structured governance, and the development of complex societies. These societies were characterized by their intricate social structures and cultural achievements. These advances laid the foundation for the Akkadian Empire, the first true empire in history. Under the leadership of Sargon the Great, the Akkadian Empire expanded its influence across the region. Mesopotamia's rich alluvial soil, deposited by the annual flooding of the Tigris and Euphrates, provided the foundation for a thriving agricultural society. This fertile land was crucial for sustaining large populations. The earliest known human occupation of Mesopotamia extends to the end of the Paleolithic era, or the Old Stone Age, around 10,000 BCE. Over time, during the Neolithic era, or the New Stone Age, humans began to cultivate animals and harvest crops, eventually settling in small communities and villages along the Mesopotamian rivers. This period, known as the Ubad period, around 5000 to 4000 BC, marked a significant step towards a more complex social and political organization. It was a time of great transformation. The invention of irrigation systems further boosted agricultural productivity, allowing farmers to cultivate crops more efficiently and reliably, leading to population growth and the expansion of settlements. As more people settled in these areas, the need for organized governance became apparent. The need to manage these resources and resolve conflicts led to the emergence of political institutions and hierarchies. Leaders and councils began to take shape, guiding the development of these early societies. As cities grew in size and influence, they began to interact with each other, sometimes peacefully, sometimes in competition for resources and dominance. These interactions were crucial in shaping the region's history. This complex interplay of cooperation and conflict would shape the political landscape of Mesopotamia for centuries to come. The legacy of these early civilizations continues to influence our world today. By the early 3rd millennium BC, a new era dawned in Mesopotamia, the early dynastic period, roughly from 2900 to 2350 BC. This period witnessed the rise of the Sumerian civilization, known for its impressive achievements in art, literature, and technology. The Sumerians developed cuneiform, the world's first known writing system, which revolutionized communication and record keeping. They also made significant strides in mathematics, astronomy, and architecture, leaving behind impressive ziggurats, towering temple complexes that dominated the urban landscape. Sumerian society was organized into city-states, each ruled by a governor who claimed divine authority. These city-states, such as Ur, Uruk, Lagash, and Kish, were fiercely independent, often engaging in bitter rivalries over land, water rights, and trade routes. These conflicts, though disruptive, also fueled innovation and cultural exchange. The constant competition forced city-states to develop new technologies, military strategies, and political alliances to outmaneuver their rivals. Despite their achievements, the Sumerian city-states were inherently unstable. While the city-state system was effective in promoting local autonomy, it greatly limited Mesopotamia's ability to form a cohesive, unified state. Moreover, the lack of a centralized authority meant that disputes were rarely resolved permanently, leading to cycles of violence and instability. It was within this volatile environment that a new power emerged from the north. The Akkadians, destined to forge the first empire the world had ever seen. The story of the Akkadian Empire is inseparable from its founder, Sargon of Akkad, a figure shrouded in legend and historical significance. His tale is one of ambition, strategy, and unparalleled leadership. While details of his early life remain debated, it is generally accepted that Sargon was not of royal lineage. He was born into a modest family, far removed from the luxuries of a royal court. His origins were humble, with some accounts suggesting he was a cupbearer to the king of Kish, a prominent Sumerian city-state. This role, though seemingly minor, placed him in close proximity to power. This position, though seemingly insignificant, would prove crucial in Sargon's rise to power. It allowed him to observe the intricacies of court politics and the weaknesses of those in power. Sargon's intelligence, ambition, and charisma did not go unnoticed. He was a man of vision, always looking for opportunities to advance his position. Once the king of Kish died, Sargon seized power and proceeded to expand his territory. He succeeded in conquering several important Mesopotamian city-states, including Akkad, which he established as his capital. This act of rebellion marked a turning point in Mesopotamian history, as Sargon set his sights on a goal unprecedented in scope: the unification of the warring Sumerian city-states under his rule. His vision was clear and unwavering. Sargon's ambition extended far beyond the confines of Kish. He dreamed of an empire that would stand the test of time. He understood that the key to lasting power lay in controlling the entire Mesopotamian plain. This vast and fertile land was the heart of ancient civilization. He embarked on a series of military campaigns, utilizing a combination of military prowess, strategic alliances, and cunning diplomacy to subdue his rivals. His strategies were innovative and effective. His victories were swift and decisive, often crushing the resistance of multiple city-states in a single campaign. Each conquest brought him closer to his ultimate goal. With each victory, Sargon's reputation grew, striking fear into the hearts of his enemies and inspiring awe among his followers. He was not just a king, he was a legend in the making. Sargon's military campaigns were not merely about conquest, but about establishing a new political order in Mesopotamia. His vision extended beyond the immediate victories on the battlefield. He recognized the inherent instability of the city-state system and sought to replace it with a centralized empire under his control. This was a revolutionary idea at the time, as it aimed to bring unity and stability to a region often plagued by conflict and fragmentation. After conquering a city, Sargon would replace the local rulers with his own loyal followers, often his own sons or trusted generals. This strategic move ensured that the newly conquered territories remained loyal to him and reduced the chances of rebellion. This ensured that power was consolidated in his hands and that his orders were carried out effectively. By placing trusted individuals in key positions, Sargon could maintain a tight grip on his empire. To maintain control over his vast empire, Sargon established a standing army, first in Mesopotamian history. This was a significant innovation as it provided a permanent and reliable military force. This professional army, composed of well-trained and well-equipped soldiers, ensured the stability of the empire and allowed Sargon to project his power far beyond the traditional boundaries of Mesopotamia. The presence of a standing army also acted as a deterrent against potential invaders. He campaigned as far north as the Taurus Mountains in Anatolia, seeking to control trade routes and secure access to valuable resources. These campaigns were not just about expansion, but also about securing economic advantages for his empire. Sargon understood the importance of infrastructure in maintaining a unified empire. He knew that efficient communication and transportation networks were crucial for the administration of his vast territories. He ordered the construction of extensive roads and irrigation canals, which facilitated trade, communication, and the movement of troops throughout his realm. These projects helped integrate the diverse regions of his empire. These infrastructure projects not only served practical purposes, but also symbolized the power and reach of the Akkadian Empire, reminding his subjects of his authority and the benefits of his rule. The road and canals became lifelines that connected the empire. By unifying Mesopotamia under his control, Sargon had created the world's first empire, laying the groundwork for centuries of imperial ambitions and rivalries in the region. His legacy would influence countless future rulers and empires. Despite its many impressive achievements, the Akkadian Empire eventually declined and collapsed in 2154 BCE. Apart from natural conditions, the empire began to experience increasing internal political instability. While Sargon the Great established an adamant, centralized government, his successors found it difficult to maintain his level of control and loyalty. Eventually, the empire became fragmented, and various regions and city-states vied for power and influence. Gutians, a group of barbarians from the Zagros Mountains who invaded the Akkadian Empire and contributed to its collapse. Please like and subscribe to my channel. See you in the next video.